Hey, so today is Holy Tuesday, and today Jesus and the guys make their way from Bethany back to Jerusalem. They enter the Temple Mount, and upon Jesus' entrance, he gets into a verbal altercation with the religious leaders. And at this point, Jesus makes it perfectly clear to them that they have no authority over him and what he will do or what he can do. And he goes then on to teach on the Temple Mount to the people there, sharing parables. And from there, he moves over to the Mount of Olives, and he shares what's known as the Olivet Discourse. The Olivet Discourse can be found in Matthew chapter 24. It could also be found in Mark chapter 13 and Luke chapter 21. And the Olivet Discourse begins with Jesus talking about the destruction of the temple and what is yet to come for Jerusalem and the world. Well, all this talk got the disciples wondering when this would happen. So they asked Jesus, which is a logical thing to do, as it says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 3, "Tell us when these things will be and what will be the signs of your coming at the end of age." Well, Jesus goes on to speak of God's future for Israel, the world. Jesus shares about the end times, the signs that will be coming, the 7-year period of tribulation, the destruction of the temple, his return as in the second coming, not to be confused with the rapture of the church. And then Jesus emphasizes all these things and the signs that will be leading up to a day of judgment. And he also lets people know that his word is sure and it's going to be happen, but he also gives a warning that no one knows the time of these events, and that those whom judgment is coming for, are going to be caught unaware at this time because they're going to miss what's going on because they're so caught up in themselves. Jesus ends the Olivet Discourse with 4 parables. The first one concerning the wicked servant whose master punishes him as he returns home for not following the instructions to him. The next is the parable of the 10 virgins, which encourages readiness and faithfulness and watchfulness. The third parable is relating to the story of the 3 servants and their use or misuse of finances, teaching us about faithfulness in the view of fact that God's servants must give an account for themselves on the day of judgment. And it ends with Jesus ending with the last parable about the sheep and the goats, which pictures the divide of the saved and the unsaved. At the end of the tribulation period, the commencement of Christ's millennial reign that will take place. Thus, Tuesday afternoon is the last time that Jesus preaches publicly as a free man. His words on this day in closing arguments is a warning to those of what is yet to come and to be ready for us for when he takes us home. Thus, we have Holy Tuesday.